So this is going to be the sweep tool. We're going to be using construction plans again in a different way. Not the same tool, but in the same construct menu box. So when I start this off, we're going to make a neon sign because it'll demonstrate the point of using sweep. I'm going to start by just kind of putting initials as you might have it on like a neon sign. So I want to go and do like an arch. I'm going to put a B here just to demonstrate the arch tool, 3-point arc. That's what I'll use for this. Going from the top here. I don't want it double back or connect, and this is the biggest thing that students are goofing up on. I want it to go there to there, but not touch back. I don't want loop-de-loops. You don't want enclosed shapes. If you look at how neon signs are constructed, it's a very good example of how this works. It's just going to follow the line. So now what I need to do to get the shape to follow is I need to put that plane as the last option here under plane along path, and I can click on the top of this one and then put a path or a new plane there. So again, it's construct plane on path. And that's going to let me put a sketch right at the end of that line. And I'm just going to make a circle. And the purpose of the circle is it's going to follow this path with the sweep command. So there's sweep, select the circle, path, select a line. Now you'll see like if it has a really sharp angle, it goes wonky like this. If you need to fix that or you want to fix that, what you can do in the sketch itself is because of this sharp angle that you get that jut out. So if I change that from a sharp jut out to like some turns, and then I trim that away, I use the trim tool, get rid of those. So now when I sweep that on that path, it doesn't have quite as sharp of a corner to do, and that fixes it up. So that's the first part, and this is going to be a neon sign. So what I'm going to do is put a table underneath, and I'll just do that part real quick. So this is now it's like a separate body on the ground here because we're going to use, we're going to make this glow, and I want something for it to reflect off of. So I'm going to go to Appearance, and I'm going to make this bottom piece polished brass. And then to make the glow of this, under the miscellaneous in Appearance tab, there is a drop down menu for emissive, and those are these things that are like bulbs and stuff. So I can drop one of those on, and then when I'm in the render tab, it'll be generating its own light. Couple things real quick to adjust in here to make this really pop. The scene setup, right now the scene has a default lighting. I'm going to drop that to 0 because I want this all to be based on the lighting that I'm getting off of that. So let me see if this is generating any light. There you go. So it's generating a little bit of light. Just going to bring up the Appearances tab. Some of these are brighter than others. One thing you can do as well is if you right click and edit, you can up the luminance of it. I'm currently working on changing the color, and I might make a different video to get into how to change the color because currently I have not been able to make it work. But this is how you get that started and get it glowing. I'll follow up later today with a video on changing the color for a part 2. But this is the basic in using sweep to make the shape and then setting this up for what will eventually be your submission. You can submit it like this. If you want to change the color, you'll have to wait for part 2. If you have any questions about getting the sweep going, please let me know if you have any questions.